Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first of my videos that you are seeing, hi, my name is Sim, and here on my channel I make videos of my experience of moving from South Africa to the United Kingdom. Currently I am living in Edinburgh in Scotland. Today's video is going to be a vlog to show you guys what it's like being a South African expat living here in Edinburgh, and also to show you how we find ways to still enjoy our South African culture even though we are so far away from home. I specifically decided to vlog this weekend because it's the first weekend since December that restaurants, pubs and shops are opening back up here in Scotland. We've been in a pretty strict lockdown since December, so it's been 4 long months, but we are finally now at a point where all the hospitality and shops can open again. So we are so excited to go out in Edinburgh this weekend. We've only actually been here for a couple of months, so we still have so much to see of the city. So a lot of the things that we'll be doing this weekend will also be my first time doing it. I'm super excited to take you along on my weekend, and with all that said, let's start the vlog. Good morning and welcome to the first day of the vlog. Today is Saturday and I'm just starting off my day with a nice cup of 5 Roses tea, proudly South African, and as you can see I am basically ready for the day. Have a few fun things planned. The weather is looking okay, it could be better. I was actually wishing that we would have a nice blue clear sky today, but it's looking a bit grey. As long as we don't have any wind or rain, we should be fine because we are actually planning to have a braai tonight. For those that aren't South African, a braai is just a barbecue. So we're gonna have that for dinner, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The first thing on the agenda for today is actually to go to the local South African shop here in Edinburgh. It's actually more of a butchery, but they do also sell some other South African stuff that we like to stock up on. So for any other South Africans based here in Edinburgh, I'll just pop up the name of the butchery here on screen. Make sure you swing by because they definitely have a few things that we were craving from back home. There's of course also the option to order things online, but because we kind of in the moment decided that we wanted to have a braai tonight, we just thought it would be a good place to go pick up some meat and some other goodies. After that, we are also going to a local market here in Edinburgh. We've actually never been there before, so I'm super excited to go, and it only opened yesterday for the first time in 4 months because we've been in lockdown this whole time. So I'll definitely bring you along to the market as well, but first let's head out to the South African shop. We're back from a South African shop, got everything we needed. Honestly, I could have probably bought everything in the shop, but we had to reel it in and stay on a budget. So let me show you everything that we got. First up is my husband's favorite chips in the whole wide world, flings. As you can see, he's already got it in there, he couldn't resist. This just reminds me of like children's parties. You always had flings in the little goodie bag and they are so addictive. So the flings are for my husband, but for me, we got the rusk. So this is my favorite rusk, the Oma brand, and this is my favorite flavor, the condensed milk one. I also like the buttermilk ones. I do actually also know how to bake my own rusk, but I just feel like nothing beats Oma rusks. Of course, we also had to get some druiwors, and then we also have some sliced biltong over here. So I'll just show you inside the packet. I don't know if you can actually see that, but biltong. Of course, in South Africa, buying druiwors and biltong at a butchery is a very common thing. Every single butchery will have it. But here in the UK, it's not a common thing to have, so that's why we always get it at this specific butchery. Then we also got a few things for the bride tonight, so if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, maybe just like turn away now because I don't think you're gonna enjoy this. But we did get some boerewors, and this is actually a garlic flavor. We've tried this flavor before and it's amazing. And then we also just got some sirloin steak, so it's just wrapped in here. We haven't tried these steaks before, so I'm keen to try this tonight. Also picked up some Robertson's barbecue spice. I use this so much when I'm cooking, so I'm glad we could pick up some more of this. We also got another bag of chips, the Simba chutney flavor chips. And then as a dessert or a sweet treat, we also just picked up a PS chocolate bar. I haven't had these in so long, so I'm excited to have this a bit later on. But we are heading out to the food market now, so I'm not actually going to have any of these snacks now because I want to be hungry when we get to the food market. Apparently they sell award-winning street food there. The market that we're going to is called the Pits Market, and it's in Leith, which is an area here in Edinburgh, and it's a bit closer to the coastal side of Edinburgh. We've been to Leith a few times just to walk around. We haven't really done anything there, so I'm excited to explore the area a little bit more. It is a bit more trendy than some of the other areas like Newtown and Old Town. And it is also a bit further from us. We live closer to Old Town and Newtown, so this is about a 40-minute bus drive. We decided that we are going to take the bus because we haven't used the bus in like months, just because we didn't really want to use the bus while we were in lockdown. But now that lockdown is eased a bit, I think we feel a bit more comfortable taking the bus. And the weather looks okay still, no rain. Sometimes it's a bit of a hassle to take the bus when it's raining, but it looks like we don't have to worry about that. There's some patches of blue sky coming out, so hopefully it stays that way. And hopefully we get some amazing food and drinks at the food market. I am so hungry looking at all these snacks, so let's head out to the market. We made it to Leith, and this is the entrance to the Pit Market. It's in a warehouse, and I actually thought you would be able to walk around and go to the different food trucks, but you order on an app and then they bring the food to your table. So we ordered some dumplings and some Parmesan and truffle chips, and all the food was just absolutely amazing. It's a few hours later now, and we've been back home from the market, and we're just on our way to Tesco's now to get a few things for the braai. Maybe get some brandy, because you know that South Africans love their brandy and Coke. That's the really cool thing about living in the city here in the UK, is you can literally just walk to the grocery store and get everything you need. So that's super convenient, and you get a bit of exercise, so that's a bonus. So once we have everything we need, then we're gonna start on the braai. As you can see, we finally have the braai going, and I also have my brandy and Coke here, which is an essential for any South African braai. It also started drizzling just as we got the braai out, which is just our luck. Of course, the whole day it won't rain, and just when we want to start braaiing, it will start raining. But because it's just drizzling, we're just gonna push through. As you can hear, our neighbors are also having a garden party. They're pushing through so we can push through. So we are gonna enjoy our braai and our brandy. Braai is going good. The steaks are already done. We had a little taster and they are tasting amazing, but I need to refill my drink, so I thought it would be a good time to explain a bit more about the whole brandy and Coke thing for anyone that's not South African. It's actually the easiest drink ever. All you need is a nice tall glass like this. Next, you need your brandy, of course. I would recommend Klipdrift. They don't stock it here in the UK. You can buy it online, and some South African shops will have it, but if you're just going to Tesco's or Sainsbury's, you'll have to find a substitute, which is what we did today. We are trying 3 barrels, and so far it's been okay. I've enjoyed it. Not as good as Klipdrift, but not too bad. So then we are just going to pour this in our tall glass. I would go for this amount. That's a nice double, I would say. And then you want to top it up with ice. Unfortunately, we've just finished our ice, so I'm not gonna add ice to this one, but the Coke is nice and chilled anyway, so I'm gonna get that out of the fridge. So I just use Coke Zero because I don't want to add the extra calories to the alcohol. So you can use Coke Zero, but originally it would just be normal Coke, and then you just top up your drink. And that is literally it. Super easy, straightforward, and it tastes amazing. It always makes for a good night out. So if you want to try some local South African drinks, definitely try a brandy and Coke. Guess what? The sun came out again. You can't really see. It still looks pretty cloudy, but it is actually a bit more of a blue sky now. You can see the sun there on the building. We also have the boerewors going, looking really good, and some garlic bread there on the side. This is the final result of our braai. So we have a sirloin steak, some boerewors, garlic bread, and a salad, which I spent absolutely no time on. My plate is actually over there, the one without any salad, because I don't eat salad. So I'm definitely not going to spend time preparing one. So this is just a ready-made one from Tesco's with some mayonnaise. And then of course we have my husband's brandy over there, and then I'm actually gonna try this White Claw that I picked up at Tesco's. So this is the raspberry flavor. I've been seeing this all over YouTube here in the UK, and I know it's a popular drink in America, so I was super keen to try it. I'll let you guys know what it actually tastes like. And this is a sparkling water with alcohol, so I'm really keen to try this. It's now the following day, so it's Sunday and day 2 of this vlog. After the braai last night, I was pretty tired, so I basically just spent the rest of the night in my pajamas watching some series on Netflix, so nothing exciting. But as you can see, I am now ready for today. I'm planning a trip to Princess Street, which is like the main shopping street here in Edinburgh. And I think it's one of the most well-known streets. It's definitely on all the lists to do if you ever visit Edinburgh. It's also one of my favorite streets here in Edinburgh, but not actually for the shopping. It's more because of the views that you get of Old Town and the castle. I really love the old architecture here in Edinburgh, so in Princess Street Gardens you get an amazing view of this. So if I have a chance, I'll definitely show you this as well. At the moment I am just having my breakfast, so I'm having my rusks and some tea. If you're not familiar with rusks, you need to get some. This is basically what it looks like, so it's like a chunky biscuit, and then you just dunk it in your tea for a few seconds and then enjoy. So I'm just gonna finish off my rusks now, and then we can head out to Princess Street. Here we are in Princess Street, and we have the stores here on the left hand. Literally all the big retail brands have stores here. As you can see, the street is extremely busy with long queues at some of the stores. But as I said, my favorite part is the view of the castle that you can see there, and you can also see some of the cherry blossom trees. Further down you can also see buildings from Old Town, but if you actually go into the gardens you get a way better view of this. Honestly, this clip doesn't even do it justice. These buildings just look absolutely breathtaking, and it blows my mind to think how long some of these buildings have been standing here. Next stop is Primark, where I need to pick up a few clothing things that I need, and you can't actually try anything on at the moment, which made it tricky, but I think I found a few things in the end. And I am back from my shopping trip. I think it went pretty well. I think I picked up quite a few things that I needed. I haven't bought anything since December, so this is me just getting everything that I've needed over the last few months. I actually carried this bag back home, which is like a 30-minute walk. And it's a really nice scenic walk, so I don't mind walking, but this was so heavy. And as you can see, it is a paper bag, which is obviously good because it's not plastic. But then it started raining. As we all know, paper and rain is not a good mix. So the bag basically started tearing everywhere. And on top of that, it started hailing. But I made it. We are home safe. And I actually just changed my outfit and changed my hair because we are going out for a late lunch / dinner now. And after the rain, I just needed to freshen up a bit. This blazer that I'm wearing is actually something that I just picked up at Primark. The restaurant has a dress code of like smart casual, so I was like, a blazer sounds perfect for that. I don't think I'm going to show everything that I bought just because this is a vlog, not a clothing haul, so you guys might not be interested in that in this video. Also, we are running a bit late. We need to get the bus to head out to the restaurant. We are actually going back to Princess Street again, and the restaurant is called Miller & Carter and it's a steakhouse. We've been dying to go to this restaurant since we arrived in Edinburgh. Every time we go there, it's fully booked, so this time we made sure we had a reservation. I booked this like 3 weeks ago, so we are really excited to finally try it out, and we need to catch our bus, so we're probably just gonna head out now. We had some baked camembert and some breadsticks for starters at Miller & Carter, and it was absolutely amazing. Look at that stringy cheese. And then for mains, we obviously had to go for the steaks. It came with a side of chips and onion bake, and then you can also decide which sauce you want to have, and everything tasted amazing. Back home now from our lunch outing. It was such a fun day and really an amazing weekend. The first weekend out of lockdown, it definitely did not disappoint. Hopefully we'll be able to keep going down on the levels of lockdown, and I think the plan is to be at level 0 by June. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I'll be able to go back to South Africa at the end of the year. But I'm also really excited to start exploring Edinburgh a bit more. Already got a few interesting ideas over the weekend of other things that I want to do around the city. I think that's where I'm gonna end off this vlog, because I'm just going to be relaxing for the last few hours of the weekend and mentally preparing for the work week ahead. Thank you so much for following along on my weekend. I hope you also enjoyed it. I hope the video showed you what it's like here in Edinburgh, hopefully showed you some cool things that you can do around the city, and also showed you what it's like being a South African expat living in the UK. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more of my videos, please also remember to subscribe because I post every week. Thanks again for watching, and then I'll see you guys in my next video.